today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On first down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And Dillon going to pick up a Packers first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. The Packers at 3-6 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
Able to slither by.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action. Love to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second down, Eckler. Broken tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Herbert now. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Play fake. Here's Love. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. That's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Here's Herbert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Herbert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
I've been through that. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Nick Chubb, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Third down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Love, they go play action now. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert on first down now. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is indeed good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second and 18 at the 17-yard line.
Love now on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They started on the ground with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Eckler now between the tackles. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Herbert now. That's complete to Palmer. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Herbert off of play action. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Love now. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Herbert now to throw.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 11, 1:50 to play.
Love.
And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Love.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Now Love.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And this is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now 1st and goal. One last shot now for Love.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise.